bomb the shit out of him. Only Rosie O'Donnell. Crooked Joe Biden. No, get those lights off! Off! He died like a dog. He died like a coward. You can't do it. It's disgusting. What about us charging folks?
Is that something you're considering?
I'd rather do that than let them have them, right? Why shouldn't we? We're the winner. We won, okay? They are militarily defeated. The only thing they have is the psychology of, oh, we're going to drop a couple of mines in the water, all right? No, we have a concept where we'll charge tolls, okay? I thought you meant us.
死んだは初めて俺に伝えている。
絶望の匂いだ。
面白いこと見せようか。ほら、こんなに家賃が多すぎて。
お父さん。
あかん。
ドナルド君、まだ死ぬ時じゃないでしょ。
アメリカ、万歳。ファイト。
絶対負けないよ。
ランド、トライドまで。
出ろ。だってまだサンキュー言ってないでしょ。一回も言ってください。
おい、仲良くしてね。この世界、季節にいけるかな。昔グレートだった。大きにまたグレートになるかも。あのさ、有名人なら誰かのマント掴んでいいさ。そう。言い話せるで。
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into Cobra Cast 199. I'm your host, Jeremy Prime Mage, IDOT of Unit 199. Happy to see all of you here on a Monday, fresh off of a legendary UFC 250. Holy crap. That thing went till like 1 a.m. Eastern time, maybe 2, I'm not even sure. And it was everything and more. It lived up to all the expectations, and then it surpassed them because the Don is the greatest showman there is. My goodness, that final match last night was truly peak storytelling and ended up with the American overcoming all odds to win in what a phenomenal match that was. Holy crap. And we've had the left melting down. We've had people crying over it. People that saw the event that were like, we wish we were part of this. And since we're not, we're going to lash out and try to shame anyone who's part of it. Man, what a night. What a night it was. Absolutely fantastic. But we're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about the big Mike Obama comments that were made, among many other things that happened. Holy crap. And if you're curious, this is a real picture of President Trump last night after they were celebrating of how incredible the night was. That is a real picture of President Trump. So there you have it right there. It was awesome. We got Mar Millen for $20. Says pre-stream chat Griff Tax. Have a meeting, so we'll probably be a VOD. But enjoy this and hail the 199 and the King Fig. Thank you, Mar Millen. Appreciate you as always. Hope you have a good meeting. Thank you for the consistent support as always. John Jones says Michelle Obama is a man tax. Fran Forsyth says Michelle Obama is a man tax. Stormbreaker says all hail Cobra Commander Jeremy and King Trump. Big Mike tax. MacGyver says at work tax. Hill Rev says Big Mike tax. Ronnie says Michelle Obama is a man tax. Little Jim Taylor says the liberal event was hilarious. We're going to cover the liberal event. Holy shit. They're so pathetic, man. They really are. A boy named Blue says, Jeremy, have you been keeping up with the news in the UK? Starmer just banned social media people for under 16 years old. 1984 mass surveillance shit. I have been keeping up with it a little bit, and I did hear about that. And I'm wondering if that had anything to do with why Tyson Fury was wearing that hat last night. There were just so many moments right here. Look at this. Tyson Fury wearing this hat last night at the UFC event. Donald Trump for prime minister. This is what he walked out there wearing. It truly was an all-American event. and it symbolizes so much. This was the greatest sporting event you're going to see this year and maybe for the next decade. I mean, this brought you back to the glory days of NASCAR and WWF Attitude Era, and back when the NFL was respectable. That's what this felt like last night. I'm not a big UFC guy, but this was a peak sporting event right here. This is everything that you want from an American sporting event. It really was amazing. Packy Proton says, Anne Shadin, is how you say it? Shadin, mother of Alf dies. First headline is remembering her hatred of Trump. If Paul Fusco is a Trump fan, invite him to the White House with Alf. Did that just happen, Packing Protons? Thank you for the 10. Beardo Pereira Starfield says, are you familiar with the word Mohap? Whatever could that mean? I'm familiar. Watermelon Villain with $1. And is that Buck Sexton? Holy shit. You guys are insane. But yeah, Donald Trump for prime minister. Sign me up. Well, no, not he would have to be prime minister simultaneously while being the king of the United States or the king of the world. Be better just to make Trump king of the world. Like, I think that would work better. Just make Trump king of the world. Give him the power to make the world great again. Ryan didn't know Michelle Obama has a you-know-what. He didn't know that one. That's shocking. That is shocking. But look, man, this is really what it comes down to. These pathetic liberals are very upset. When I first saw this, I was like, this has to be a troll, right? This has to be a troll. No, it's not.
I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I don't care if you're right or left. I don't care about any of that shit. If you think anything about this is cool or American or manly, I have to assume that much like anybody associated with the planning and the production of this event, all of the sponsors of this event, matter of fact, anybody that's even remotely associated with this event, much like all of them, you are so slow I could time you with a fucking calendar. Nothing about this is cool. Well, you just don't like it because you're a liberal, and liberal men aren't masculine. Listen here, shitbag. I lift every day. I've done boxing and jiu-jitsu on and off for years, and I used to watch the UFC pretty religiously until I realized that 90% of the fighters and a good chunk of the fans are racist, rapists, woman beaters, or right-wing shitbags. So then I stopped.
Yeah, so I don't know who this guy is. In Wokeness put this up, though. I don't know if it's a troll. I don't know if it's serious. I'm not familiar with that guy at all. But the reaction has been like that from liberals. And even if that is a troll, which I don't know if it is, it really, like, it just symbolizes what these people are all about. I saw Harry Sisson was crying about this last night. I got to see if I can find his video. No, all of his posts are like that. Okay, I don't even know who the guy is. So, but that, I wouldn't be surprised if it's legit. I tend to make sure before I react to things on the internet because there's so much bullshit out there on the internet that it's really hard to figure out what's legit and what's not. But we do know that Harry Sisson is legitimately a pathetic loser. And he got very upset because of a comment that was made about Michelle Obama.
One of Donald Trump's UFC fighters just screamed, "Michelle Obama is a man," into the microphone after winning his fight at the White House. Just incredibly disgusting.
And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
I am appalled and disgusted, like any American out there. Idiots like this shouldn't have a platform to say stuff like this. And the fact that it's taking place at the White House, the People's House, is even worse. It's a desecration of the building. One of Donald Trump's UFC fighters.
Oh man, it was so funny. It was so great, dude. And yeah, of course, the reaction has been exactly what you would anticipate with something like this. So let's go ahead and get into that topic. It was just so funny. And he just looks like you're like a typical American when he's out there saying that. Like if you were to see like, what does your typical American male look like? That would be that guy right there. It was so great. So right here is the full interview, or not the full interview, but a longer clip of it. Right here, and it was so on point. Here we go.
Hey, shout out to Trump for having the balls to put some shit like this on. And if I'm gonna say anything, there's only one person more incredible than the Incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now listen, Alex Pereira, I want a shama on your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Rogan knew he was going to be caught up in that. Rogan knew it. He's like, damn it. Here we go.
On your mama. And lastly, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hogan.
Oh man. Now what's funny is I saw another clip that resurfaced that I was not aware of. This is funny as hell. This was absolutely awesome. Okay, right here. So this clip resurfaced. Check this out, okay?
Am I male or female?
You know, I'm not going to push any conspiracies today. But depending who you ask,
XX or XY?
for the sake of respect, I'm going to say that's a real woman. A strong,
Okay.
strong black woman.
Are we thinking like athlete?
Built like an athlete.
Built like a truck. Sport, track and field, or gymnastics?
I mean, I feel like the way they move is gymnastics, but not literally.
Not technically an athlete.
Correct.
An influencer.
You could say that.
Built like an athlete.
Yes. What did you say? You say, is it a tranny?
Is it?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
some people speculate.
Some people are speculating.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama. Oh my gosh!
I freaking love the internet so much. Oh my goodness. The internet's the greatest place on earth. There's no doubt about it, man. Oh, oh man. So yeah, everybody's been freaking out over this. Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports, he says President Trump has to denounce that.
There was one moment I do think Trump has to denounce, and anybody associated with it has to denounce, and that's that crazy fighter guy. I don't even have his name up here, but he won the fight. He took the microphone and he made a derogatory comment about Michelle Obama.
A what, Dave? A what? What type of comment?
And he made a derogatory comment about Michelle Obama. To me, that on the White House lawn. Now, these are UFC guys, all right? They're crazy. They're idiots. You have Sean Strickland, who's one of the craziest people of all time, to the point you can't even pay attention to what he says snuck in. But when you have that on the White House lawn, on an event you put down, I don't care what you think about the Obamas or anything. That has to be an immediate denounce. Like, wrong, doesn't speak for me. I have no problem with the event. I guess you run that risk because these guys are lunatics. But that was the only thing. If Trump should denounce it, he should say that was totally wrong. The event itself, listen, the troops seem to love it. All the people there seem to love it. I have no problem with it. I think you're crying over spilled milk if you are upset about the actual event. But that comment, if you're going to do it, own it and be like, we don't, that was wrong and should never happen. There was.
Dave's such a pussy. Dave is such a pussy. No, Trump doesn't need to denounce anything. And this is the beauty of the UFC. The UFC allows for free speech. Dana White, whatever his opinions are, he doesn't enforce those opinions on his fighters. He just doesn't. Now, Dana White has addressed this, and Dana White said that he wished that it wouldn't have been said. And he framed it from a standpoint of just not going after people's families, whatever. I think Dana White's being a little politically correct there, but he's also getting a lot of heat on it. I understand he's in a tough spot, but Trump absolutely will not denounce this and should not denounce this. And if you have a problem with what an individual said, you should take it up with that individual. That's really what it comes down to. I hate this idea of someone said something we don't like, therefore that person needs to be denounced and canceled and defamed and all of that bullshit. It's absolutely pathetic. So no, I do not support that at all. Dave is being just a pussy as usual. In fact, this right here, look at this moment. This was the most American sporting event in recent memory. Look at this flyover. Dude, come on, man. Look at Dana. Dana knows. Dana's like, this is incredible. Even Trump was like, wow, look at that. Awesome stuff, man. Like, what an unbelievable night. And the reaction has been crazy. So, Titus O'Neil of WWE. So he is denouncing the comments made about Michelle Obama. Titus is a pretty big dude. And the fact that Titus decided to upload this image of him and Michelle Obama while denouncing the comments made about Michelle Obama when she's literally as big as he is fucking amazing. Titus is, what is Titus's, let's see. Titus O'Neil, height, weight. What is his height and weight? Height and weight. Titus is 6'6", 270. Michelle Obama's like 6'5" and 250. She's like a fucking linebacker. You kidding me? You think uploading this picture is going to help? You think this is going to help the rumors? You kidding me? Get the hell out of here. This was a terrible decision. Hey, to battle the narrative that these right-wingers are spewing, let me upload an image of me next to Big Mike to prove that Big Mike is just a lovely lady. A petite, lovely lady. These people are retarded in every possible way. It's amazing. I love the internet so much. Now here's President Trump in the octagon at 1 a.m. meeting everyone, being the man, okay? Because this is what President Trump does. Now, what's interesting about that is this is 1 a.m. after this massive event that President Trump puts on. He's there at 1 a.m. handling business, shaking hands, and guess what? He's now at the G7 in France. He got on to Air Force One at 3 a.m. He's now at the G7 in France. He's 80 years old. It's unbelievable. This dude is on another level. He never stops working. He's a machine, dude. Never seen anything like it. Amazing. Now, and this is right here. President Trump just walked out in France for a photo op after leaving America at 3 a.m. The man is glowing, representing America with strength on the world stage yet again. Never forget, Alex Jones said that Trump was having mental issues and losing his mind. Chat's killing me. Look at Trump. Looks maxing right now. Trump doing that after being up till 1 a.m. mogging everyone. It really is incredible. Beastie Man says, best UFC event ever, my first in its entirety, LFG. It was pretty incredible. Dermy Wormy says, guys, I want you to know Jeremy is a man. I know it's hard for me to believe as well. By the way, you better be in Vegas. I will be in Vegas. I'm driving, not flying, not even a chance I'm flying, but I will be driving all the way to Vegas. Not looking forward to that long drive, but I'm looking forward to not being in a plane. Kevin Spears says the flyover was perfectly timed and Trump knew it. Go back and look at his face. Yeah, it's everything worked perfectly. Aberjam says, check out Heart of the Beast trailer. Brad Pitt plays a Marine lost in Alaska wilderness with the scouting dog partner he served with. This trailer looks amazing. If chat wants me to watch it, I will. I saw this trailer when I went to see Disclosure Day, and it looks amazing. So I think it comes out in like September, but yes, Heart of the Beast with Brad Pitt looks awesome. If you have not seen that trailer, you should check it out. PP Bird says, visiting LA, got my In-N-Out. I don't think I'll beat your 4 times though. In-N-Out burger is so good. I miss it. I'm glad you got some though. That's awesome. Schrodinger's chat says that intro is awesome. We used to be good. We can be great again. Right in the fields. Hail Trump. Hail the 199. Key says, I find it amazing how the left, they can call, President Trump all sorts of names. But as soon as someone says something about Obama, these clowns get butthurt. Well, here's my question for all the people that are getting offended over Big Mike Obama and the comments made about Big Mike. So this is the group of people that say that trans visibility is important and it's a beautiful thing and it's a wonderful thing. So why are you so offended when someone claims that Michelle Obama is a trans? Pretty interesting that they get so offended by that, right? I mean, the same group of people that tell us that this is a beautiful thing and this is a stunning thing and we should all respect it. And then you say, well, Michelle Obama's a trans. And they're like, oh, I can't believe you would say that. They get really offended by that. It's very interesting how that works. You ever notice that? It's almost like they know it's a mental illness too, but they don't want to admit it. Leftists are always going to be easily exposed. Always. Right here in France, I want to congratulate the president. Here we go.
So I want to congratulate the president. Last night, Cyril Gahn won the fight against a great fighter, supposed to be unbeatable. And that was it. Cyril is from France. Did you watch the fight?
Yeah. Not in direct, but I saw it this morning.
That was a great fight. It was a great evening at the White
It
House.
was very proud. Merci beaucoup.
So I want to congratulate.
So there we have it right there. So Trump, the dude just doesn't stop. It's absolutely crazy, man. Fox 111 says, yeah, I don't even know what Portnoy said there. Derogatory. Sinestro says derogatory. Michelle Obama is a man tax. Zindy Biscuit says, fun fact, Dave Portnoy only owns gray horse or race horses. Grays get whiter with age. What's he trying to say? Artful Bird says almost 1 year anniversary of Alligator Alcatraz, and it's still going strong despite the continuous protesting. That's right. Now remember that design you made. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'll denounce it when they denounce Trump's Yahtzee. President Trump has to work double because Biden didn't work at all. Yeah. Next UFC fight, Michelle Obama versus Bridget Macron. Josh, how do you say his name? Had just saying what we already knew thanks to Joan Rivers. God bless her soul. We all remember that. We all remember Joan Rivers. We've had some breaking news of sorts, but California Governor Gavin Newsom says President Trump ordered the DOJ to launch an investigation into him and his wife. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president. So, Gavin, do you think there's a problem with a president going after a person that would be looking to run for president? I'm interested if you ever denounced when the Joe Biden administration did that to President Trump. California Governor Gavin Newsom claims he's under federal investigation by the DOJ, and he sounds petrified. Okay.
In recent days, federal agents have knocked on the doors of family, friends, and former employees. Not because they found a crime, because they're simply trying to find one.
Oh, kind of like what they did to Trump, right? Sounds a lot like what they did to Trump.
They're demanding records. They're abusing the grand jury process, digging through years and years of random documents. Donald Trump isn't just coming after me because of my mean tweets. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president, because he hates that I've consistently called him out over and over again for his lies and deceit. Donald Trump is simply the most corrupt president in American history. He's turned the levers of government into his own personal power ministries to reward cronies and to try to jail his opponents. His personal attorney now runs the Department of Justice, which has repeatedly gone after his political enemies. Ask Jerome Powell. Sent them after James Comey, Trish James, Adam Schiff. He sent them after Tim Walz, and a woman that a jury found Donald Trump had sexually abused. One by one, anyone who has challenged Donald Trump has ended up on his hit list. And today, I proudly join that list. After calling for my arrest last year, Donald Trump directed his Department of Justice to investigate me. And just in the last week, I've learned that his campaign has reached my own home. To get me, he's coming after my wife, Jen, a public servant, a woman who's dedicated her life to supporting women and girls.
Oh, I love this so much.
Someone who has done nothing wrong other than having the temerity to advocate for what she believes in. If they can't intimidate me, they'll go after the mother of our children. In recent
You mean like they did with Melania, right? Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting that you didn't have a problem when it was happening to Donald Trump, but you have a problem that it's happening to you. Consistency is the key. Corey Wilson says the same people call Trump a PDF file every day, and if you call them out, they say it's okay because it's true. I can't stand them. Correct. Kingdom Hearts Gamer says UFC was amazing last night, especially the final match. That final match was incredible. I mean, I would like to hear from some actual UFC fans, but like that match seemed to be next level. But I don't watch enough UFC to know if it was really that good, but that seemed to be an all-time match. But maybe it's because my lack of not watching a lot, but I'll let the UFC fans tell me if it was really that good. It seemed like it was, though. Let's see. MacGyver says Gavin Newsom is a scumbag. Agreed. Timbo Slice says supporting women and girls, but Gavin, what is a woman? Exactly. Can't tell you. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Gavin Newsom seems a little nervous at the moment. Seems a little nervous. Listen, Gavin, you get what you deserve. Simple as that. Okay. You get what you deserve. You supported all of this bullshit. You had no problem when they threw MAGA people in jail for memes. You had no problem locking down your entire state while you could go out and have expensive dinners. You had no problem running businesses in the ground, destroying people's careers and livelihood. You had no problem with all of that. You had no problem when Donald Trump was being indicted all over the country and they were forcing him to go to court appearances all over the country. You had no problem when they raided his home, went into his family's bedrooms and destroyed it. You had no problem with any of that. But now suddenly you have an issue with you being targeted. Oh, well. I don't think anybody's going to have any sympathy for you, you piece of shit. I really don't. Fantastic Knox says it wild that Newsom is complaining Trump didn't. Yeah, Trump just dealt with it because he knew that was part of it. Trump just dealt with it head on. And, what else is he going to do? He had to deal with it. And now he's the president of the United States, the greatest president in the history of the United States. And there's nothing any of these clowns can do about it. They can cry, they can whine, but nothing will change the greatness that we are witnessing right now. And as a matter of fact, we're also seeing something else. I saw this video earlier that I think is very important because as we know, the World Cup is going on right now. And we're having a lot of people that are finally seeing that they were lied to. You've been lied to for so long in these other countries. You've been lied to. And I think this is pretty interesting right here. I saw this. The World Cup is proving America was right. I saw this in my feed. This is a very interesting video right here.
For years, Europeans have made fun of America. The giant supermarkets, the portion sizes, the flags on every corner, the patriotism. Anything you could think of, Europeans have probably said it about America.
And the fact that Americans can't seem to do anything quietly. But now, the World Cup has arrived in America.
Millions of people are seeing America up close for the very first time.
Minds are being changed.
I'm blown. We are James and Shana, a British couple that have travelled almost 20 states in an RV, and we have fallen head over heels for America. We post all of our experiences on this channel and also talk about our experiences and our opinions of different states. So if you were interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button
right now. Europeans have been laughing at the size of grocery stores in America for years and years. But now, as we said, the World Cup is on and they're experiencing it firsthand. We have seen all over the internet people walking into places like Walmart and making videos because they are in shock at the size and scale of these things. The fact that they used to take the piss, I think their minds are being changed. They're starting to come round and see America for what it is.
and understand it.
It's bigger and better than every other country. Everything in it is bigger and better.
Yeah.
People are getting a real experience right now of America, and I'm glad the World Cup is in America.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are having to go there for the football.
Yeah.
You guys call it soccer, because it's opening everybody's eyes up to how amazing and diverse America really is, and huge. Huge.
And maybe, hopefully now, the world is starting to realize how amazing the US is. The first time that James and I stepped into a Walmart was a crazy experience. First of all, we weren't expecting to see so many American flags hung up on the ceiling.
Everywhere.
Walmart is what brings everyone together. Like it just is. It doesn't matter where I go. I have to go to the local Walmart. I have to, because it's Walmart. How can you not love Walmart? Like, you know, the only time to not really want to go to Walmart is late at night, because Shaniqua will be there rolling around in a wheelchair and probably yelling at her kids, even though the kids should probably be in bed. But yet Shaniqua's running around, cussing her kids out, throwing shit at them. So after 10 p.m., just stay away.
It was incredible to see, and we were thinking like this would never happen in a UK supermarket.
I'm sorry, but there is not one thing that you can't buy in Walmart.
Yeah.
I saw there was a tire shop in there, canoes, guns,
Arrows, arrows,
knives, arrows, everything, toys, like food, anything you could ever think of is inside of Walmart.
Yeah, you could get lost in there.
You could get lost in there
Canoes, guns, knives
for hours and hours.
And
I think
also,
one time, did we lose each other in there before?
Oh, of course.
We do. Sometimes me and Sean are going to Walmart and we lose each other for a long time.
Also, Europeans are 1000% not used to seeing this, because they do not sell.
Your Walmart is 24 hours. Back alley burrito. Where do you live? Because I don't think there's any 24-hour Walmarts anymore in America. Because after COVID, and that was a crime, because I've mentioned this a few times, but you got to be very, very careful. Back in the day, because I haven't been to a 24-hour Walmart in years now. COVID did ruin everything. It absolutely did. But going to a Walmart at 2 a.m., truly one of the most terrifying moments in history. Like, absolutely terrifying. You've got to be careful. Now, I'm not saying don't go. I'm saying just be aware of what you're walking into. It's a very different place. It's a very different place. 2 a.m. Walmart. Okay. Back rooms. Yes. It's essentially the back rooms. That's what it is. Cole House says, just slammed Timo Obama on X. Felt so good. Hail Jeremy. Let's freaking go. Cole Hauser in the house. Steel Leg, who gave a raid earlier. Thank you, Steel Leg. Says I can't thank you enough, Jeremy. Let's see. You have all helped me deal with the loss of my brother, Raymond. I'm slowly repairing my channel. YouTube does not like time off. 937 subs. Or, I'm sorry, 973. If I wasn't dyslexic. 10,000 views hours. Still need work. Hey, man, you're almost there, brother. You are almost there. That's like 27 more subs for Steel Leg, and he can get to 1,000. Let's freaking go. Marmalin says Europeans find that our redneck shopping centers are better than their highest class, biggest stores in their country. 100%. And that's what's so funny about this. Bass Pro Shops, I think Laughing Man mentioned it. Bass Pro Shops there's two places that is peak America. It's Bass Pro Shops and it's Buc-ee's. That is the peak American experience right there. Walmart is awesome, but Bass Pro Shops and Buc-ee's, peak America.
Oh, guns. Maybe knives? Kitchen knives. Like kitchen knives, but nothing like you guys have in America.
Some shops in the UK, in the London area, can't even sell kitchen knives anymore. You know why, which is another messed up story. But seriously, people in Europe are not used to that. We're used to tiny little stores.
Yeah, I mean, for us, they're big, but for Americans, they're not big. They're tiny.
No, for you guys, you're probably thinking, what are you guys going on about? This is just a normal store to us. But for other people from other countries, they're like mind blown by this stuff.
Also, guys, let us know what the best supermarket chain is in America. What's your opinion? Because loads of people told us not to shop in Walmart because...
So the best supermarket chain... For me, it's Publix. Publix is always the cleanest, the most organized, a little higher priced, but Publix is pretty well done here in the Southeast. So I'm going to go with Publix. Is it Heb or HEB? I don't know if I've been to one of those. Where are those located? Trader Joe's is great. Trader Joe's is fantastic. Yeah, is it HEB or is it Heb? I don't know how you say that. Heb is legit. HEB. Okay. They're in Texas? Okay, HEB is how you say it. Okay. They're in Texas? Maybe I have seen them by passing, but I don't remember. P-Dubs with 70 kicks. Thank you, P-Dubs. Appreciate that. Pre-Dawn Corpse with 52 kicks. Thank you so much.
Of the quality of the food, but we always go there because it's convenient. But let us know what's the best supermarket.
Yeah, where do you guys shop? Get in the comments.
Store.
Get in the comments. Let us know where you go for your shopping trips, and not clothes shopping trip. Food. Something that people always take the piss out of when it comes to America is the fact that Americans love their country so much. But now people are visiting and they're starting to understand why Americans are like this, because America is freaking amazing. I'm starting to realize, like, we're seeing videos online of people being like, okay, yeah, I understand why Americans are always flying the American flag and always tooting their own trumpet.
Yeah.
Because America is insane.
It's amazing. One of the huge things we love about the US is how much you guys absolutely love your country and you're so patriotic. You're always flying your flags everywhere. You have human.
Just as a, let's put a qualifier out there. I don't know this channel. They seem like really cool people, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do them a favor. I'm going to tell you when they're saying Americans, they mean non-leftists. Is what they're talking about, because leftists actually hate America. Leftists hate this country. Leftists are miserable people, but they're talking about non-leftists when they're talking about Americans.
Humongous flags, which we do not have in the UK. Yes, we have flags, but nowhere near they're small, but nowhere near as many flags as you guys have in the US, which is really sad to see. And recently there's been a thing going on where some councils in certain areas are banning people from flying the Union Jack, the St. George's flag on their balcony or in their garden or on the front of their house for I don't know what reason.
They're fining people.
They're finding people
actual money for flying their own flag in their own country.
That's insane.
What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? The fact that you guys love your country so much, you should be proud of it, because in the UK, people do not love this country anymore.
It feels like a crime to be flying a flag. It feels like a crime to be proud of your country now. It feels like you'll get in trouble for being like, I love the UK.
Especially, we don't know about other countries, but in the UK, it's like, it's becoming a thing now where like you're not allowed to love the UK. And to be fair, the UK has.
And this is why you're getting Tyson Fury having a hat like this, because Donald Trump literally could save the world if you just made him king of the world. Just make Trump king, problem solved. Simple as that.
It's been going downhill.
Oh, for sure.
It's been really going downhill. And that's one of the reasons that we really want to come back to America and live there.
We just love the sense of pride you guys have, and it's something that we want to grow. Like, how do you explain that? Something we want to.
We want to have that same feeling. It's not nice when you live in a country that you don't really like being in, and the whole vibe is negative here.
Yeah.
A lot of the vibes that are going around. I need a better word for vibes. Makes me sound so young. I'm 30 now. a lot of the feelings that are going around are negative and people are not happy here. And we're so inspired by how much you guys love your country. Like, we love America more than we love the UK. Massively.
Yeah, I feel like there's no freedom of speech here. If you say something bad, they're gonna come knocking on your door.
They're gonna come knocking on your door. When me and Shana are listening to Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, we get goose pimples. We're singing the lyrics, man.
Yeah.
We love it. Like, get me to America.
Europeans are now seeing this in the US, the patriotism. They're even flying the eagles around the stadiums. And honestly, I don't think the Europeans can actually comprehend.
Yeah, they can't even comprehend what they're witnessing.
What's going on? This doesn't happen in European countries. This doesn't happen in the UK. How cool is that? Even just
it is cool that people that have been lied to their entire life about America and what it represents and how true Americans are. Again, not liberals, but true Americans. Not illegal immigrants, but true Americans feel about this country. And this is exactly what Donald Trump is working hard to save and maintain. And I will just say it once again. Could you imagine what that event would have looked like last night? First of all, it wouldn't have been UFC, but could you imagine what any of the events would look like if Kamala Harris would have won? Could you imagine what would be going on at the White House right now? It would be horrific, to say the least. Thankfully, that's not happening. And as long as Trump is around, it won't happen.
Eagle flying around a stadium.
The showmanship that Americans put on is out of this world. Like when me and Shana went to our first ever college football game, one of the teams had a dog running around. One of the teams had a dog running around.
College football, another thing Trump is trying to save, because college football is losing its entire identity. College football is moving into basically the NFL light. That's what's happening to it, and I hate it.
Scored.
Every time it ran across the pitch. And the bands and the energy. And I feel like Europeans are really getting to experience this firsthand. And the videos we've been seeing everywhere are everybody talking about how much they love it and how America does everything bigger and better.
Dude, like, just show them Dixieland Delight from Tuscaloosa. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Roll Tide, baby. All them white people. Anyway, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but show them that. That's about as American as it gets right there.
And they can't.
And also, whenever, and I mean, again, I'm an Alabama fan, but you want to talk about something crazy. When they play, like at Death Valley for LSU, holy crap, Callin' Baton Rouge. Like, when that Garth Brooks song comes on, Callin' Baton Rouge, Death Valley is the craziest audience in the entire country. LSU. Dude, the LSU fans, I say this as an Alabama fan, there is not a more feared place to play than Death Valley at night, because LSU fans are fucking crazy.
Be taking the piss anymore because they're enjoying it.
Yeah, boy. Our next point is about the friendliness of Americans. I think most people are probably very surprised about how friendly Americans are, especially from what they hear on the
South,
media,
for sure.
what they see in the movies. And that actually sounds silly saying it out loud, but you know, people actually believe the media and they hear about the gun issues in America and they automatically think that all Americans are bad, or most Americans are bad and scary. But they don't realize that when they go to America, they are greeted and welcomed so much. They are so friendly, even over the top friendly.
Hang on. Exactly. Just don't go to MLK Jr. Drive. Okay. Just as long as you stay away from there, you will have a pretty good experience. But let's just let's keep that in perspective. Okay.
In the best way possible.
You almost think that it's a joke. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Is that person really being that nice to me? And they've just met me. But we've been to America 3 times now, and every single time we have been welcomed with open arms. You guys are so generous, so friendly. I've got a friend right now who's over in America for the World Cup, and I told him about how friendly you guys are. And he said to me, James, I thought you were joking. He's like, I thought you were joking, but these people are so friendly and they love to have a heart-to-heart chat. Like whenever I speak to an American on the street, outside a gas station, it's not just a normal, hi, how are you? It's a heart-to-heart conversation. We get into the nitty-gritty. We're talking about mums, we're talking about dad, talking about grandma. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that loads of people from Europe are now getting to experience that, because I'm not being funny. In Britain, in Germany, I've heard people are very grumpy and they don't talk to you. Like when we go to the grocery store in the UK, I'm not having conversations. When I'm in Walmart, I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah. And on the street, for example, just walking on the street, you are not going to have, very unlikely to have a conversation with someone in the UK. But when we had a walk in America for the first time,
we bumped into like 5 different people and we spoke to them all.
Yeah, and they obviously didn't even know we were British until we spoke. And then we were just having like 10-minute conversations with every person we walked across, we came across, and it was insane. We couldn't believe it.
It's a very different culture. And I think having the World Cup in America is really going to open so many people's eyes to the way that you guys act and the way that you guys move. I think people are going to fall in love, man.
That's what's happening right now, like right here.
Segment we like to call Only in America. Right, well, this week I've got a special extended remix, Only in America, for you, combining 3 of my favorite things: food, freedom, and the US of A. Europeans, indeed the whole world, have come to the U.S. for the World Cup, and they are, I am proud to say, going absolutely crazy for American food.
The best thing on the internet right now is Europeans discovering American food culture. Like, can you imagine going to another country for the first time and discovering ranch? Ranch. This girl is losing her mind over trying ranch for the first time, and I don't blame her. If I went my whole life never trying ranch and I came to the States and I had ranch, my mind would explode.
Absolutely, and there's better delights than that. I mean, check out this Scottish dude discovering American mac and cheese.
Wow. Look at the size of that. That's one mac and cheese. That is outrageous. It's just like gooey cheese. Look at that.
Oh, man.
That is absolutely filthy.
Yes.
Yeah, through the crust underneath, it's just like gooey cheese. Look at that. That's metal.
And I checked. I think he meant filthy in a good way. Anyway, God bless America.
That's so great, man. It's so great.
I think they have already fallen in love.
We have, definitely.
Yeah. For years, people have told us everything that is wrong with America, but very few people talk about what's actually right with America.
Which is surprising because it's unbelievable. And yes, we know America is not perfect. No country possibly can be, you know? But let's be honest, after everything we have experienced in America, we are obsessed. It's one of the most diverse, friendly places we've ever visited. Like, it's incredible.
You can get everything you want there. You can travel. We understand why some Americans don't have passports, because you can travel anywhere you want in the States and you can get a different climate. So
every state is like a different country.
It is, yeah.
I mean, listen, you give them credit. They seem like super nice people. They know not what they say about diversity. Okay. They're just looking at diversity in a way before that word has become completely destroyed by the left. And Now, once they learn what the true meaning of diversity is in these days, they will soon understand that that's a terrible way to describe America.
Different little American twangs, different food, different personalities, different scenery. So we understand why Americans don't have passports, and we also understand why so many of you beautiful Americans love calling America your home. And hopefully one day we will be able to do the same thing.
100%. The World Cup may only last for a few weeks, but for a lot of visitors, their opinion of America may possibly change forever, and that makes us so happy to hear that America is finally getting some positivity sent to it, and people are experiencing it for the first time and actually having their own opinion on it rather than listening to the media and other people's opinions.
It makes us very happy. We're over the moon that America is finally being fully understood and experienced rather than judged from outside.
So if we're happy about it, we can't even imagine what you guys are feeling. You must be feeling so proud and overwhelmed with the responses you're hearing and you're seeing on the media right now from Europeans and people visiting your country.
That's pretty cool. Their channel is James, and I'm going to say her name, but that's their channel right there, mods, if you want to link it. They seem like pretty cool people. And yeah, man, that's awesome. So, all right. So there was another video that World Cup fans discover they've been lied to about the USA. It's got 400,000 views in a day.
First time for the FIFA World Cup. Hello.
She's like FIFA. Flyover.
Is this for real?
You guys remember when all the Europeans were complaining that they're going to have water breaks? Anything for ads. They're literally having heat strokes.
The world discovers North America, World Cup edition.
If you're like me, you've been obsessed with watching these videos of people from all around the world discovering just the basic parts of our country. I decided to put them together in a nice little compilation for you, so enjoy.
There is people walking everywhere. There are women walking alone with fancy handbags, jewelry on, glass.
Women walking alone. Holy fuck. Women walking alone. Holy shit.
For you, so enjoy.
There is people walking everywhere. There are women walking alone with fancy handbags, jewelry on, glasses on. They're not being harassed, nothing. Then, right here, you've got a park, clean and tidy. You've got squirrels that haven't been eaten.
Where do you live? There's
squirrels that haven't been eaten is an amazing comment. Holy shit.
Squirrel eating sex pests everywhere in your country?
I can refill this 1,000 times.
But you won't drink 1,000 cups of Coca-Cola.
You don't know me. And it's free.
You paid for it. You paid it.
Once.
Bro, slow down.
Slow down. Yes, please. Thank you. I'm in paradise.
Wait, why is that so funny? Are there not obese people where you live?
He's ground beef. I mean, look at the size of it. Look at and I got big hands. Damn. The bread. But there is no real bread. How many ingredients? Oh my God. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on you, but I think most of these things would be so illegal in Europe.
We have Trader Joe's.
Is it that bad in Europe? Like, is it that bad? For people that are aware, chat. Are they kind of blowing this out of proportion? Mark of Reality says I worked at Walmart for 8 years in the electronic department, nerd department. You're correct. Walmart after 3 a.m. is a jungle on another planet or Middle Earth or something. Yeah, man, it's wild. A lot of you are saying yes, it's that bad. My gosh. What the hell is going on? Laslud says the video of the kid driving the Dodge truck and listening to country music is hilarious. Foreigners running all around over, around all over, loving our country more than any leftist or Democrat. Damn right. I haven't seen that one in particular. I haven't seen that one. Schrodinger's chat says, love James. And is it Sienna? Is that how you say it? Been sub to them for a while. They love America so much they want to apply for citizenship. Anyone out there want to sponsor them? These are the kinds of immigrants we want. Agreed completely. Agreed. Okay, let's see here.
Goes in Whole Foods for people that don't want the poison bread.
Container store.
It's just containers.
Just containers, what, to contain stuff?
Yeah.
But what if you want a soft mattress or a medium mattress? I'm not
Only
sure.
firm.
Can you hear it? It's the cicadas. The cicadas, when they make that noise, that I just love it. And it's so relaxing and so peaceful.
I'm going to start calling them cicadas. It just feels better to say cicada.
There's another bench, and it's not vandalized and broken and destroyed. If they
Dude, you need to go to New York. This guy sounds like he's from New York City, because that's literally, you're just describing New York City is all you're describing. You know, squirrels being eaten alive, women can't walk alone, benches being destroyed. That's just Chicago. That's Chicago, New York City and Chicago, actually.
Oh, South Africa. Gosh, first of all, I wouldn't be able to walk through this blooming park by myself.
Oh, South Africa. That's what's going on in South Africa?
Holding a pair of glasses and a cell phone. We all know that. But then you get here and you're completely safe. Completely safe. I mean, there's, like I say, there's women everywhere walking completely alone.
The U.S. is back.
But I thought America was a racist, sexist country. That's what the left keeps telling us. Mainly because we want to keep illegal immigrants out of our fucking country. This is why so many Americans are so frustrated with what the Democrats have allowed to happen in the last 2 decades. Because we don't want to lose what this country is. That's the problem that we all have with it. We don't want to lose this.
All it took was some Europeans to come visit us and just do like stream of consciousness blogs of visiting like the South.
I had this as well, yes.
And it makes even people that live in America be like, yeah, you know what? Our country's not so bad.
We never left. These Europeans are just realizing that all the propaganda was fake.
We're heading down to Miami. We started the day with a walk to Walmart. We literally only went in for something for breakfast and ended up spending $80 on toiletries. Also saw this weird animal. I've got absolutely no idea what it is.
She's in Florida. I'm pretty sure that's a Muscovy duck.
And of course, everywhere, American flags. I wish we would have the same in Switzerland, where you could see all the Swiss flags. No, that's a good thing. United States flags. I like this.
My Swiss friends, you can't have flags? Is nationalism outlawed in Switzerland? Maybe that's why you guys like the World Cup so much, because it's the one time you get to be prideful of your country.
I just took a walk all the way down there, midnight. It's freaking midnight, and I'm completely safe. If a truck drives that slow in South Africa, they literally will break open the back and loot it.
There's honestly no way that this is normal. Look at this. Like, this is a high school stadium. What? Look at the amount of seats in this place.
Euros, I hope you're starting to realize how good we would be at soccer if we weren't putting all our talent towards this. It would be centuries in a row of the U.S. winning the World Cup.
Damn right. To Texas, what are you looking forward to most? Some big steaks, big trucks, and HEB. What you're not looking forward to?
This is fantastic watching this. Before we continue, we got some breaking news. Looks like a B-52 has crashed at Edwards Air Force Base. Oh my goodness. Breaking news.
Bernardino, I believe, is the next closest city to this area, but you can just see the significant amount of smoke that is there. And that's a fire truck. Keep in mind, right there in that corner of the screen, that's a fire truck. Look how big that explosion is. It's dwarfing that fire truck.
Yep.
That's how. So we've got some information we're trying to find out here about what may have happened or led to this, but the remnants of that explosion and the debris. Bernardino, I believe.
So as soon as we get more information, I will let everybody know. But that is awful. So takeoff or landing, I think it was shortly after takeoff. I think that's what I saw, that it was shortly after takeoff. So when we get more details, I will keep everybody informed. But prayers up for everyone that was on board. My goodness.
Keep an eye. This might be my favorite. The Japanese discovering Texas. What a beautiful clash of cultures.
I've actually been learning recently how warm and welcoming people in Dallas are. We're really excited to be here and explore all the places. So if you have any good recommendations, please let me know.
She's just lucky Japan wasn't playing in Philly.
行ってほしいメキシカンレストランを紹介します。これを食べていきます。これはケサディーヤって言います。が入っていて、すごい美味しいです。食べてみてね。
ブリスケットのお肉。で、あとはピクルとか、オニオン。で、これがすごいビーフリブです。
We're all learning Japanese today. Brisket is brisket. Beef rib, onion.
Just because this hit my timeline and I'm like, what is happening here? This got to be AI. This can't be real. There's no way this is a real video. What is I just had to show it. It's too good not to show. Tree Bear, you know what to do, buddy. You know what to do with that one.
Onion? You come to the channel, you learn something. It's not just for mindless entertainment. Is that good? Does that mean she liked it?
Bro, there was a really nice kind of like gas station / restaurant in Texas. This is years ago. I don't remember where it was, but I had the crew with me. I don't remember who all was with me, but we stopped. One of them, maybe it was Krista, got some barbecue from this the restaurant that was attached to it. And I just like, oh my God, that smells so good. I wasn't even that hungry. And I was like, can I have a bite of that? And oh my God, I was like, I got to get a full like meal of that. It was incredible. It had ribs and everything. It was so, I have no idea what it was called though. But it was unbelievable.
Almost like a toddler didn't like the food.
Keeping shit like peak, like you being yourself. But like when you from the city, you get a whole different vibe, bro. Like one thing about 820, if you're from here, it's English. It's like.
Tonight I'm going to a country concert. I'm pretty.
No, wait, what?
Toddler didn't like the food.
Keeping shit like peak, like you being yourself. But like when you from the city, you get a whole different vibe, bro. Like one thing about 820, if you're from here, it's English. It's like.
Tonight I'm going to a country concert. I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to show you my fit. Let me know if I'm doing it justice.
You put a black t-shirt on and cowboy boots. Great fit.
Hier in Texas, getting my hair done. I'm with Maddie. Maddie, wie geht es dir? Gut soweit?
Ja.
Dann machen wir schön blonde Haare, machen wir schön, ne?
Ja.
Ja, now back. Now it's German hair.
Ja, bitte.
Aus München.
Ja.
Aus München, richtig?
Ja, genau.
Dude, she did not speak German. All she said was, yeah. Yeah.
Worst traffic is here in Atlanta. Like, mate, it is mental. It doesn't matter what time you go out here, there's always traffic. Like, would I be wrong in saying this, but it rivals New York, no?
Banana pudding in a cup.
Oh Oh, if they're hanging out at Buc-ee's, they're like, how many of you have experienced the greatness of Buc-ee's? Some people haven't. So I know Buc-ee's, the first place I experienced Buc-ee's was in Texas. They've started to expand. There's a Buc-ee's there's a couple in Florida now. There's one in Alabama. I don't know how far up. I think there might be one in Georgia. But there's one in Daytona. I'm just telling you, the greatest experience ever for a road trip is Buc-ee's. Unbelievable. It's the greatest thing ever. It will be the greatest thing you'll ever. It's so good, so clean, so organized, and incredibly busy, but it's like a well-oiled machine. It's so great.
Lion Beaver. Yeah, oh, it does look a bit like you.
This is like a gas station that let the intrusive thoughts win.
Everything's Buc-ee's own brand. Spicy pickled eggs, just in a jar. I'm genuinely overwhelmed. Do you want a sampler?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fudge, Ollie.
In the UK, McDonald's is quite high up on the totem pole of fast food chains. I came to America and I assumed the same. Turns out, I think it's a little bit lower on the totem pole, and the quality and taste is completely different. Like McDonald's, honestly, like fries taste nothing like the fries in the UK at McDonald's.
McDonald's, you're from here. Give us the good McDonald's. I vote for any president that brings us UK McDonald's.
A jalapeno ranch club. These aren't like chips, they're like waffles. Pretty interesting. Lots of dip going on.
Chick-fil-A sauce. I need to try this. This is really like viral.
This should be a wake up to everybody in the world that you have been lied to about America, and they are trying to do everything they can to keep you from being happy and free. That is what these people have to realize. That's been going on forever. They don't want you to know what freedom is. They don't want you to experience this. And now people are getting a taste of it. This could be your life.
Does it live up to its name? I don't even know what that tastes like. I've never tasted anything like it before, but it's good.
We got Nico for $50. Says World Cup tries American food from Walmart with 1,000 preservatives in it. 1 year later, World Cup. Mind boggled why World Cup has cancer. Mystery. Our food could be better instead of being engineered to keep the liberal medical industry complex rich. I do agree with that. That's why a lot of people like to cook from home. So 1,000% agreed on that. The preservatives and all of that is absolutely out of this world, how bad it is. Well said, Nico. Well said indeed. Hail to you, brother.
Is your Chick-fil-A good? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. This burger looks absolutely insane.
Not a burger. That's not what we call it.
Give it a go. I'm talking about not chicken. It's delicious.
Now, do you see why we're so fat? I have a burger.
And there it's an In-N-Out burger. Let's go.
The burgers is strawberry shake with vomit. And animal French fries. Thank you.
Goes right for the animal fries. Respect, little Viking.
Only the bread and meat. Yeah, so all the things on the side, please. No cheese, please.
And you said one regular fry and one animal fry?
Yeah.
And then one strawberry shake.
Yeah, one strawberry.
Will that be for here?
And we'll go here. We'll be here.
How is it? How is the shake?
Delicious.
And the burger? Right.
Yeah.
We never said it had nutritional value or anything like that. You can't eat that burger every day, okay? But I'll be damned if that food is not good. All right?
Look how big that is. That's literally my head plus more.
All right, don't drop it.
Okay.
You're dropping it already.
No, it is a lot. It's overfilled.
God.
My.
That's crazy.
The sloppiest sandwich you've seen in your life. Turn it upside down. Visa revoked.
Fans from South Korea, they were down in Guadalajara, turning up with Mexico. Like, I think that's really the best videos.
They're saying beso like kiss, and he thought that they were asking for money. We were rooting for you. The whole crowd was rooting for you.
South African dude has been taken in by the Mexican. It's pouring down with rain. The Mexicans don't
Is this for real? What kind of stormer should I be expecting here?
That is so great.
I don't know if the Tartan Army are ready for this with all our kilts and all the rest of it.
He was like, he saw a sign that said, "Watch for severe weather," and there's like a picture of a tornado on it. And he's like, "Is this real? Excuse me, sir. The movie Twisters wasn't fiction. That shit was a documentary." Like,
I think it's something like 95% of tornadoes in the world touch down in the United States. If you start hearing a siren going off, just look around and see who's running where.
Why has everyone had to be evacuated? Is it because
we have lightning within 5 miles.
Really?
And it is a whole rule that we have to get everybody out the area as long as lightning's that close.
Does it really get that crazy, the lightning? Wow,
Yeah, so
that's crazy. Really dangerous.
Keep us safe.
Wow, that's mad, isn't it? It was only sunny like 2 minutes ago.
I don't know if that's true about 95% of the world's tornadoes touch down in America. I have no idea about that, but I'm sure there's people in the chat that are smarter than me that can give some insight into that.
That's crazy.
That's Louisiana weather.
Will you be wearing that kilt the whole time you're here?
In bed, in the pool, everywhere.
True.
It's not coming off.
Scottish fans touching down ahead of the World Cup and wasting no time making themselves known.
We ran out of beer. That's my only complaint, because you'll note my t-shirt. Yeah. So running out of beer on the plane's not great.
They drank all the beer on the plane, had to switch to wine. Almost drank all of that. The Scots, respect.
Dressed to the nines in traditional Scottish kilts, but we're not prepared for this heat.
It was quite humid when I stepped off the plane. I don't deal well in the heat.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh my God.
Oh, sorry. Is that because it's too cold in here? Let me go turn off the AC and I'll just open a window for a breeze instead.
No, please. Just leave it on. It's too hot.
Really? How hot is it?
It's 30 degrees. Your summers are mental.
Oh, so like 86 degrees Fahrenheit? Yeah, and it's actually not summer yet. This is our spring.
Nothing's making me feel more
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to survive Florida the last couple of days. Central Florida anyway. My goodness. Heat index, it was like 105. And then you like the humidity is so bad. It was terrible the last few days here in Central Florida. It was awful.
patriotic than watching these European World Cup teams struggle to adapt to the American.
And not just any European team. You know what the climate like is in Scotland?
As you see, your professional elite athletes are struggling. I'm telling you right now, we just live differently. We're not bragging. It's just that you guys made this weird competition when you said that 80 degrees was hot where you're from.
The England World Cup team have just arrived in America and they can't handle the heat, neither can the fans. So, am I going to tell them this is pre-heat in America? This isn't even the hottest.
It's true. I'm outside right now. It's like 98 degrees. I'm American. I'm used to it.
Remember like a month or two ago when all the Europeans were complaining that during the World Cup that they're going to have water breaks, and all the Europeans were like, anything for a commercial break, anything for ads. When are they're ruining it. And what do you know? All the European teams are in the United States and they can't handle the heat. They're literally having heat strokes.
American people tried to warn us. They tried to say, the heat is different here. You're going to want air conditioning. You're going to want ice in your drinks. And what did you do? You laughed. You said they were being dramatic. You said, why does every building need to feel like a fridge? And now European football teams, you know, our elite level athletes are having to stop training sessions in the US because it's too hot.
Yep.
And I'm looking back at my For You page thinking, American people did try to tell us.
If you've not arrived in America yet for the World Cup, let me tell you, it is absolutely scorching. Look at the size of this cement mixer. Check out the state of that.
What do you got, a Tonka truck in Edinburgh that mixes your cement?
In some states in my life, but not the United States. So it felt like a movie. We collected our bags and I picked up my wee haggis that I sneaked on and we got to New York. And the first thing I seen was this.
Wrong way, down the one-way street.
It smells like piss.
Oh, so it does.
Look, New York City might smell like piss in some spots.
What's the largest city in the U.S., says Eradicator? Obesity. Prior to the 50s, obesity across the country was next to nothing. American is good for some things, but not our food. What's the largest city in the U.S.? If you're talking about square miles, I think Jacksonville is the biggest in terms of square miles. If you're talking about population, it's New York. Am I right about that? It's Jacksonville in terms of square miles, right? I think. But NYC in terms of population. I think I'm right about that.
You're a guest here, right? So I expect you not to mention it.
I'm like, what the hell is that smell? Mind you, I'm in Philly. Then it just dawned on me. The Europeans are here. It smells of body odor in this whole entire home. It smells like shit. And if y'all walking around like that, y'all really, 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 really need to get it together.
I'm experiencing some culture shock.
Yeah, a lot of you are saying Jacksonville and square miles. By the way, Jacksonville is an incredibly boring city. And I'm talking about Jacksonville, Florida, by the way. Yeah, Jacksonville is an incredibly boring city. There's not a lot going on there. But yeah, it's huge in terms of square miles.
I didn't expect. By the time the World Cup starts in England, everybody knows it's happening. Every pub has their flags up. Every conversation is about football. Here in the US, it has been different. I met some people that didn't even realize that the World Cup started today. And Ollie works with someone that had no idea that the US, Mexico, and Canada were hosting the whole tournament and all the games were being played here. He was like, what games are being played in England then?
I mean, I believe it. It is funny that we're just hosting your like best sport and we're just not even aware of it.
There are so many people from out of town here in Boston because of FIFA. I was on a walk and this is what I
that is curious. How big is the World Cup for Americans? Obviously, soccer is not anywhere near the NFL or Major League Baseball or even the NBA, which has lost a lot of relevancy. But I don't know how big soccer is here. It's not that big, even for the World Cup. I mean, I love a lot of different sports and I don't care about soccer. I respect it though. It's the biggest sport in the world, but I don't give a fuck at all. Like, I don't give a single fuck. I think I can name 2 soccer players. I can name Ronaldo and Messi because they're the 2 most famous, but I don't give a shit about it.
just came across. I honestly love it. I love this. The energy is insane.
Okay, so if you could list me the ingredients, then this haggis is all yours.
Okay. I'm gonna say,
what is this, the worst game show ever?
Maybe some potato, ground turkey probably, maybe some beans, I don't know.
One absolute sign that you're no longer in Europe and you're in the United States of America when you see one of these.
Yeah.
That thing is a weapon.
Salad, you haven't gotten the Cybertruck yet? Is it outlawed in the UK?
Yeah, do they not have that? That's kind of crazy. They just don't have them over there or what? That's weird. Nandy for 50 says, when is the G&G Rocket League World Cup? Rocket League World Cup, you say? I mean, I would win. So, I mean, I don't know if there'd be a real competition because I would win it. Didn't Beardo and those guys play Rocket League last night? I'd actually like to play some more Rocket League with them. I'm not great at Rocket League. I'm okay. I'm better than Beardo, but I'm not great. What do you think, Nandy? And then we got Marmillan says pushes up glasses. Actually, it's like 4 of them in Alaska, but yeah, it's Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, hold on. Because I did see a lot of people say that 4 of the biggest cities in the US are in Alaska. But so which is it? Am I going to Google this shit myself? Biggest city square miles in the USA. So if you do a Google search, it does say that, is it Sitka? Alaska is fucking massive. Holy shit. And then Juneau, Alaska. I've always wanted to go to Juneau, Alaska, by the way. But that's not real America, okay? So that's basically Canada. So if we're talking real America, Florida wins again. If we're talking about real America, Alaska don't count. You guys gave us Sarah Palin, so you don't count. I mean, I don't make up the rules, but that's just how it works. So next time, don't give us Sarah fucking Palin, and maybe we'll count you. No, I do want to go to Juneau, Alaska. Juneau, Alaska seems to be beautiful. You have to fly to Juneau? No. I get a snowmobile. That's the only way. I'm not going to fly. Not going to do it. Let's see here. Luis says, to test your might, head towards any Waffle House at any time between midnight and 3:33 a.m. No rules. PvP-enabled Mortal Kombat was literally based on this. You are correct on that. You are correct.
Scotland, you haven't gotten the Cybertruck yet? Is it outlawed in the UK?
Guys, do you want your photo taken? Want your photo taken? I'm doing photos.
Marco Rubio, get this guy's visa revoked. He's doing upskirts in Times Square. This is like one of those cringy influencers you see in Tokyo, doing a TikTok on the subway, just bothering everyone. This is like the US equivalent of that.
Hearing Brits saying, don't worry, we'll walk to the stadium. No, you won't. No, you won't, my friend. America isn't built for walking. You have to drive everywhere. It's only 3 miles.
No, you won't, my friend. No, you won't.
Off on the subway, just bothering everyone. This is like the US equivalent of that.
Hearing Brits saying, don't worry, we'll walk to the stadium. No, you won't. No, you won't, my friend. America isn't built.
He's so serious about it. No, you won't. No, you won't, my friend.
Walk to the stadium. No, you won't. No, you won't, my friend. America isn't built for walking. You have to drive everywhere. It's only 3 miles. Down the road, I can walk. Try it.
God bless our troops. God bless America.
Hell yeah.
They told me the World Cup in America is going to be crazy, but a pirate ship in a stadium?
Tampa Bay!
That's wild. What is going on?
That's pretty great right there, man. That was pretty awesome. I love seeing people, see the beautiful parts of this country. There obviously are terrible things going on in this country right now, especially in the major cities with illegal immigration and the diversity push and all of that bullshit. But America is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the reasons that I love driving everywhere, because I love to see more of the country. I love to get that opportunity. I love stopping at random convenience stores and gas stations all throughout the country and just seeing the beautiful scenery. I love it so much. We got John freaking Murdoch for $100. Hey, Jeremy, I'm sorry I missed your stream yesterday. I was going to watch after your stream ended. I started watching, then I fell asleep. As an apology, I'm paying double. Happy America 250, 2026. Hail IDOTS. Hail the 199. Happy Jessica. Thank you, John. Well, we did, I wasn't sure how much of the UFC thing I was going to cover last night. But I ended right when it was starting because it did get delayed a little bit and then it went very late. I was even considering streaming again afterwards, but it was just so late. I was like, I'm not really going to do this again. But thank you, John, as always. Appreciate you. Unbelievable support. I have no idea why you support my retardation, but I'm thankful that you do. Hail to John freaking Murdoch. Eradicator says the largest city in the U.S. was a joke. The punchline was obesity. Got it. I was just trying to be helpful. But thank you, Eradicator. I appreciate it. I missed that one. Gay Carpenter 199 says, I can see Russia from my house. Sarah Palin. Good old Sarah Palin. I saw some certain videos on certain websites with a person that resembled Sarah Palin. Great performance by that lady. Great performance. I can't remember her name, but great performance. That's all I'll say about that. Timbo Slice says supporting women. I got that one. Oh, wait, no. Supporting women and girls. But Gavin, what is a woman? That's right. Chat recognizes game. Okay. Chat knows. The Skeleton King says, is he talking about the same wife he cheated on? Talking about Gavin Newsom. Piano Dean says, if Dems were smart, they'd just call this event a success and not embarrass themselves further. Joe Bitt says, Walmart neighborhood market for the win. Skeleton King says, I want to witness European seeing a Costco. You know, it's weird because I still don't think if I've been inside of a Costco, I don't really remember it. Because I've never had a Costco account. I've always had a Sam's Club account. And it was Sam's Club. And then there was another one. But Sam's Club's the one that we didn't have a lot of Costcos in my area growing up. But there is a Costco here, but I just don't think I don't think I've been in one. If I have, I don't remember it though. No, I'm not. It says when you get a chance, check out Ken Kenobi and Sebi Webbs. It's based Canadian that sheets on FFZR and Woke Crap in general. He's based out of Australia. Okay, noted. I appreciate it. Cole Hauser says, watch a G.I. Joe episode, The Great Alaskan Land Rush. Cobra stole the seal of Alaska to claim ownership, and at the time, the Russians were trying to get it back, but G.I. Joe won the day. You damn right. You damn right. Thank you, Cole Hauser. Now, if you're just tuning in, we did a lot of recapping about, Trump and his massive wins last night with everything that happened at the UFC event. And that lasted until 1 a.m. Eastern. I believe it was 1 a.m. Eastern. At 3 a.m., President Trump, at 1 a.m., this was Trump right here at 1 a.m., going into the octagon and meeting everyone and being the man. And then at 3 a.m., President Trump was on Air Force One heading to France. Because he is the man. He's unstoppable. Correct. He is him. There's nobody like Trump. And in fact, it's impossible for him to take a bad picture. He's allergic to bad pictures. Look at this. Trump there. Everybody else is doing something. Trump in the moment. The man is allergic to bad pictures. It's really amazing. Now, one thing that happened yesterday that we want to discuss is Trump won yet another battle. That's right. He won another battle. Do you know who Trump defeated yesterday? Trump defeated the woke Weather Channel. That's right. The Weather Channel tried everything they could to spin a narrative about the weather. And guess what? They lost. Just like everybody else that goes up against Trump, they lost. And they looked really bad. And they were pushing this information all day long about how terrible it was going to be. I'm trying to look this up right now. It was so pathetic what they did. So they put this out. UFC Freedom 250 is facing a chaotic weather setup on the White House South Lawn with a 60% chance of thunderstorms, heavy downpours, and wind gusts to 34 miles an hour, threatening to delay the outdoor fights. On top of the storm risk, brutal DC humidity is driving a triple-digit heat index alongside massive swarms of mosquitoes and gnats that fighters will have to battle inside the cage. While the venue's massive 92-foot overhang will keep the octagon dry, a single lightning strike within 8 miles will trigger an automatic 30-minute freeze on the entire event. This is TDS if I've ever seen it right here. That is TDS. Now, let me remind you of this right here. Okay. This is the Weather Channel.
Now responding to reports that one of their reporters was essentially faking it during his coverage of Hurricane Florence.
Probably seen the video on Facebook as that reporter struggles to keep his balance.
Okay, picking it up here in Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the Intracoastal, and we're in one of these bands.
So that's Mike Seidel in Wilmington, North Carolina. But as he braces and fights the wind Friday, check out the two guys who seem to walk right by him in the background there with no trouble at all. The video has been shared more than 1 million times on social media. So now a spokesperson for the Weather Channel is defending Seidel, saying it's important to note that the two individuals in the background are walking on concrete while Seidel tries to maintain his footing on wet grass.
No, they didn't say that.
The spokesperson goes on to say Seidel was exhausted after reporting on air until 1 a.m.
Oh, no. So the woke Weather Channel gets destroyed. Here's Jack Posobiec talking about it right here.
America's official 250th birthday party has begun. 20 days of revelry, of celebration, of gladiator games, of patriotism, displays of military might. All of this occurring and starting last night at the White House, where, yes, yours truly did get to be in attendance, along with Tanya Tay. And I have to say, I almost struggle to put into words what exactly it was that we saw last night. It was multidimensional. It was multifactorial. It was a meeting of patriots, a meeting of so many friends and heroes. But beyond that, it was display of America at its best, an America that you don't mess with. And yes, oh yes, did I get my UFC Freedom 250 shirt? Look at this. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. The UFC Freedom 250 shirt. And yes, God was on our side as well with the weather. Oh, there we go. We got the shirt shot. Okay, look at that. There we go. Yes, the Freedom 250 shirt. Official. No, I'm not going to be putting it on eBay. And no, you can't buy it off me. So God was on our side. God has favorites. It's just true. You saw the weather with the lightning bolt and the rainbow on Friday. Then you saw the storm that everybody, all the libs, even the libs that run the Weather Channel, the ones that run the Weather Channel were trying to say, oh, it's bad. They ran a scam and a hoax to try to get people to not come. But what did Trump do? What did Trump do? He held it anyway. The storm parted.
Now, it's interesting because witches report their spells against Trump aren't working. He has a shield. Trump is even defeating the witches. They are trying to cast spells against the Don, and the Don cannot be defeated. His aura is unstoppable. The man cannot be defeated, okay?
As it crossed over Washington, D.C., you can go watch the tracker. It parts doesn't touch Washington, D.C. at all. It's perfectly dry. But I want to talk tonight, or, about last night, rather, today, about the aesthetics that we saw, about the...
Now, this is incredible. I checked the NOAA data from last night, and sure enough, a massive storm front split in two over DC. The storm hit us in Harper's Ferry as it made its way to DC, parted in the middle, sparing the city and the storm, allowing the event to take place. And there is the power that separated the storm, because the Don was in attendance. Trump is Moses. It really is amazing, man. Like, how does it happen? How does this keep happening? Trump is him. There we go, right there. I don't understand how Trump keeps doing this shit, man. And of course, the event happened in spectacular fashion. It ended with this incredible fight and blew everybody's mind. Even Stephen A. Smith and Jay Williams had to admit
it was a great event that was put forth by the UFC at the White House in concert with the White House or whatever. It did a hell of a job. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I was there, 4,000-seat arena. I got to be honest, coming off the NBA Finals, where I was at multiple NBA Finals, better event than NBA Finals.
Wow.
Just it was a better event than NBA Finals.
Jay Williams says it was better than the NBA Finals. The left will never recover from this. This is what America is all about. This is it. And this is why so many people are so passionate about Donald Trump. When people are like, Jeremy's just pro-Trump. I'm pro-America. I'm pro-America. I want America to be great. I want America to be great again. The only way that happens is to support Donald Trump. It's that simple. Trump loves America, and Trump is the best thing for America. I love my freedom, and I love this country. And Donald Trump is the only person that has the power and the ability to pull off, fighting off the evil that is trying to destroy this country. And that's why I will continue to support him unconditionally, because he has proven time and time again that he is the only person that can do this. I mean, look at this right here. This is from last night. Look at this.
Doors open. We could not have wrote a script better.
Look at that.
Oh my God. And the fireworks are playing.
Amazing. Absolutely beautiful.
Tonight's
Unreal. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the energy that you would get from Disney World back in the 90s and the 2000s, you know, back before it was overrun by leftist propaganda, where you had that family-friendly energy, that celebration of the country we're in, but also respecting other countries as well. Like, that's what that feels like, what Disney World used to be. And, you know, it's so sad that we've lost so much of that. And it's important to remember, what do you think we would be getting if Trump didn't win? That's how important that 2024 election was. That's how important it was. When Disney was family friendly. Yep. Absolutely. But thank God for President Trump. That's all I can say. Thank goodness for Trump. Let's see what we got. All these images are just insane, man. Like, look at this. Look at this. Images from last night are stunning. Look at that. This is Donald Trump's America right here. And it's beautiful. Darth Manic for 20 says, wow, hold up. Wait a minute. Let us put some facts up on it. Sarah Palin was the APL of her day. Facts be facts. Let's slow down and respect the times. I shook her soft Republican hand. Darth Manic. Sarah Palin was never on APL's level, bro. Not even close. I'm not saying she was ugly, but she was not APL level. Not even close. Okay. No. Not even like it's. And then, do you remember when she spoke? You know what she was? Sarah Palin was the Melanie Mack of her day. As soon as you heard that voice, you're like, nope, I'm out. There you have it. Okay. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Nandy for 50 says libs saying Trump got a worse deal as Obama and Biden, yet ignore the fact that all accounts have by all accounts we have destroyed 50% of their military capabilities in a span of 3 weeks. We'll be taking the nuclear dust. Libs ignore the 1.7 billion Obama and the 6 billion that Biden gave. Yes, and I've talked many times about that 6 billion that Biden gave them. Listen, liberals are retarded, and that's really what this comes down to. And I keep saying how I have become so annoyed with retarded people on the internet that I'm just such a sarcastic asshole when it comes to it. Liberals do not deserve respect. They don't deserve a conversation. They don't deserve anything other than just to ignore them or laugh at them. I mean, that's really all that they deserve. Ignore them or laugh, but never take them seriously in any way, shape, or form. Because they are completely unhinged. Scully for 50 says, hail chat. And I even thought the music was great. Hail Scully in the house. Thank you, Scully. Yeah, I mean, Zach Brown crushed it last night with the national anthem. And just overall, man, it was a wonderful, very patriotic event that would not have happened if it was not for President Trump. And to be clear, we have to give a huge assist to Dana White and the UFC because, I mean, look, any other event could have done that, you know? I mean, I'm not saying you could have hosted an NFL game or an NBA game or something, but like no other sporting, event would have even done that on that level. Dana White has the balls to do it, thankfully. And as a matter of fact, someone asked Dana White about that with, have you ever gotten any backlash from working with Trump? And his answer was perfect. As it often is. I do like Dana White a lot. I respect Dana White. And, you know, Trump has been there for him a lot too. So, and he's never forgotten that. So credit where credit's due. Dude, man, cuz for a proper 1 199. And he says, just because. That is one of my favorite reasons to drop a proper 199. And as you guys know, proper 199 means what? Peak human physical video. Peak human physical video. You asked for it, you're going to get it. There it is. Peak human physical video. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's our VP right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, settle down. Settle down, ladies. Okay? JD is taken. He's off the market. I know you're excited. You should be excited, but you're going to have to calm that down, okay? But of course, we're always going to deliver the goods with Red Dress Sydney Sweeney as well, because of course we would do that. Peak humanity. That's right. Peak humanity. So fucking good. I actually just saw that in my bookmarks as I was scrolling by, and I was like, hey, let me check that out. I got to find this Dana White thing. I'll let you guys look at Sydney Sweeney while I'm looking for this Dana White bookmark that I saved. Is this it right here? Yeah, this is it right here. Okay. So, hail to Sydney Sweeney and the proper 199. It is a beautiful thing right here. All right. Has being openly supportive of President Trump ever costed UFC any business? I don't give a shit. There it is.
You've been openly supportive of President Trump for a long time. Has that ever cost UFC any business, either domestically or abroad?
I don't give a shit. I don't know the answer to that question. I've gotten to a point in my life, especially after COVID and all the nutty shit that went on during that time, that I only want to be in business with and talk to people that I'm aligned with.
Were you always red-pilled?
Always what?
Red-pilled, like conservative.
No. I would have considered myself a lot more liberal. I would have considered myself an 80s or 90s Democrat, but I'm more of a common sense guy. I'm not a very political person.
Yes.
But I'm all for common sense.
What was it that changed for you?
The world losing its mind and everything going nuts, and most of the things that you and I have talked about during this podcast. I would still consider myself liberal in certain ways, but very conservative in others. A little bit of both.
Do you think politics and sports should stay separate? And even outside of UFC, right? You're talking NFL, NBA,
Listen,
PGA.
I would love to. I think, when you think about in the 80s and 90s, religion, right? That's basically what, like, politics now is like religion. I mean, these guys everybody's fighting over all this crazy shit. And I think we should go back to, you don't know who you voted for and you don't, but I think it's up to the athlete or the organization or whatever, if they want to be involved in politics or talk on politics. It's up to the individuals or the teams or the leagues or whatever they are.
Neither side should be silenced. I mean, I agree with that, but the problem is the left doesn't agree with that. And the left will continue to silence people while the right will say, we don't want to silence anyone. And that's how you lose the narrative right there, because the left is not willing to play by the same rules. The left lives in this world where they take full advantage of the basic goodness and fundamentals of a conservative. Conservatives are typically people that will follow the rules. They're not out to actively break any laws, and they try to respect the situation they're in within reason. Whereas liberals live in this world where they're like, we just want to ban all guns. And you're like, but the criminals don't abide by that, because liberals have this mindset like, hey, if we put a sign up, then bad guys won't bring guns in, you know? And so you conservatives that with your guns, you can't bring a gun in either because we got a sign up. You know, like, well, we're smart enough to realize that criminals don't follow the rules, you retard. So yeah, it's just liberals are stupid. They really are. But I got bad news for all of you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I really hate to do this. As great as everything was with President Trump and the UFC event and the patriotism, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yep. The Democrats also put on a show last night, ladies and gentlemen. Last night, Trump hosted the greatest sports event in history at the White House. This is what the Democrats did to counter the UFC fight. Trump is done. Trump is done.
Oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose. You fascists bound to lose. Hey there, all you fascists. Let me put you straight. When you come for the rest of us, we'll fight you at the gate and you will lose. You fascists bound to lose.
No one is getting left behind this time. No one is getting left behind. Not this time. No one is getting left behind this time. How do we get there? Together or never get.
Bro, Justin Timberlake fell off, man. What the hell? I mean, I knew he was having a drinking problem, but JT right here? Damn, JT. I knew shit was bad, bro, but that's rough.
Behind this time. How do we get there? Together or never get there at all.
I've had the honor of meeting with
Wait,
10
is-
absolutely.
Is this the YouTuber chick? This isn't the YouTuber chick, is it? Chat will have to let me know. This is her? Okay. And she like, does she do like, she's got some type of like YouTube channel and she's went super woke or something recently?
Precious children who and their wonderful families who have been locked in Dilley Immigration Detention Center in Texas. 1 minute, I talked to a 9-year-old about how we both love pizza and soccer and how he won the spelling bee and wanted to.
It says censorship is the tool of tyrants. We will not be silenced. My voice, my rights. Don't give up, speak up. These are what the signs in the background say. This is the best the left had to offer, apparently.
To get to the state spelling bee, and the next minute he was begging for help to get out of what we know is a family prison. A prison that is neglecting, abusing, and traumatizing kids. As the American Academy of Pediatrics says, there is no safe amount of time for a child to be in detention.
I was about to say who's silencing them. Dougie B wants to silence them. Proper 199 and make it stop. Make it stop, says Dougie B in the house. Proper 199. So, Doug, you don't want me to start the video over? I'm confused. If you guys don't want me to start it over, that's fine. I thought you wanted me to start the video over. You know what? I got it. I got it. I'm going to save this video for the future, just in case, okay? But you guys don't laugh at Savvy in 30 years, all right? Because that's Savvy in 30 years. Madam Savvy, if she's watching, she's going to be mad at me now. So, people are leaving. We have lost like 200 viewers since I started this. So, all right, we're done. Dougie B, saved the chat. Play it on Tuesday night's main event. Thank you, Dougie B, for the proper 199. Marmilla says liberals, Lamau, you got Kid Rock for a halftime alternative show. How old? Also liberals. Oh, yay. Let's get the oldest singers in existence to entertain us over the UFC. I could not believe that, man. I couldn't believe that. I just bookmarked it. That's the first time I've listened to it. The first time that I showed it to you guys. That was impressively terrible. Impressive. Gregory for 20 says, last night's promotion was incredible. Mixing American history with martial arts and military might is something I never knew I needed at TKO. Damn right, man. It was incredible. Doug B says, I hate you. $100. Oh, man. You know what, Doug? Is this what you were doing? Hang on. I got it. Hang on. Right here. Let me find it. This is Dougie B right now. That's exactly what he just said when he sent that super chat. Oh, man. Let's see here. We got Zinni Business. I watch James. He's a really cool guy. Godzilla's Grease says, was there anything good that came from Muslims? Ghost says, one of two. If Michael Jackson is king of pop, then who is the queen of pop? I mean, I'm going to give you my personal answer. My personal answer, there's two. Janet Jackson and Whitney Houston. I think Whitney Houston may have the single greatest voice in music history. And Freddie Mercury's right up there too. But it's either going to be Whitney or Janet for me. Whitney Houston's voice was unfucking believable. It really was. And she doesn't get mentioned enough for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, Whitney and Janet is who I would put up there. But I don't, it's not as definitive as Michael. So I see a lot of people say Madonna, Aretha Franklin. But I'm either going Whitney or Janet for me. Whitney is not too pop. She was kind of pop. But it's a good question. Go says, 202, happy 80th birthday to President Donald Trump. He is a young, vibrant man. That's right. Trump, 80 years old, ladies and gentlemen.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know. Macho man, yeah.
Tree Bear says, known scumbag meme is up. Hail the 199. I'll check that out. Uber Viking says, this is a good reminder how lucky we are to be born in this country. You are correct. Dermy Wormy says, the rest of the world is finally understanding why we are number one and everywhere else sucks. Except for Japan, apparently. Tulsi Rogue Gabbard says, no Dixieland delight after OU beat them. Boomer. Darian Murray says, I watched these Europeans in America videos all day yesterday. So epic. Primark Vulcan says, these visitors for the World Cup haven't even gotten to experience Florida man yet. Just imagine their reaction. You're damn right. I will say, you got Florida and Texas, which truly have kind of definitive personalities, different personalities for sure. But then you have places out north that have these definitive personalities as well. But I really think Florida, if you're going to come to America, and you're looking to have the true, a true American experience, I wouldn't say LA and New York by any means. I would say stay as far away from LA and New York as possible. I would say Texas and Florida, are a must. Florida has three different kind of areas though. The Panhandle is essentially lower Alabama. But then you have Central Florida, kind of like Central Northeast Florida, and then you have Miami. All three are massively different. Tennessee is another one. Dude, Tennessee, when I went to Tennessee, what is it, about 8 months ago? It was so cool. Where did we go? Did we go to Chattanooga? Was it Chattanooga or it wasn't? I think it was Chattanooga. It was for Suresh's Iron Man appearance. I think it was Chattanooga. And I was there. Some of you may even remember. I've gone so many fucking places. Florida's full, no thanks. 100%. Yeah, 100%. By the way, yeah, my bad. Florida sucks. You don't want to check it out. Florida's the worst place ever. A lot of alligators, a lot of diversity. You don't want to be here. It's terrible. So stay away. But anyway, when I went to Tennessee, it was, I think it was Friday or Saturday. And I was wearing my Alabama hoodie and my Alabama hat. And I went into a pizza place and I was like, I'm in enemy territory right now because this is game day. And I was very like, is something going to happen? Not like a fight, but like, am I going to get, in an argument or something like that? And it was obviously a very pro Tennessee Volunteers place, but there was one girl that worked there and she had an Alabama shirt on. I'm like, oh, okay. A little bit of friendlies here. Okay. And you had the mountains surrounding, and it was just a cool ass place, man. It was so awesome. So Tennessee is beautiful. I've only been there a little bit. I lived there when I was very, very young for a short period of time. And then we had death in the family. And so we moved. So I don't really remember that, but Tennessee is beautiful. So highly recommended. Highly recommended. Fantastic Snock says, see, you go to America, you aren't being force-fed BS. You get what you see. You go to, let's say, Cuba, China, and North Korea, you're being told and shown BS. That's true. The horror host says, an Irish court once ruled that Subway bread was cake due to the amount of sugar in it. Cole House says, I should give you my flag because I can't fly it right now. Just send it to you. Send it to me like a DM or what? Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Holy crap. Look at this, Cole Hauser. Look at that. Hell yes. Let's go. That is awesome. Hell yes. Hail Cole Hauser. That is badass. That's super cool, brother. Let's see here. Zinni Business says UK is poorer than the poorest state, Mississippi. Daniel says more people die each year in Europe from heat waves than in America from gun violence. Mark Rally says, what's wrong with poison bread? Euro wimps. Fun with Collecting says in 2018, 2018, Trump backed in 26 WC World Obama, Biden never would. You mean World Cup? Sorry, fuck. I didn't know what all your fucking abbreviations was there. Luis says, I can't wait to see all the videos of people getting fat after visiting America. Uber Viga says, now we know what the oranges were for. Joe Bitt says, the forks over knives at Doc changed my life. Vault 199 says, without X impressed Europeans would be suppressed. Udite says it's a 75% plus of tornadoes that are in the U.S., but the next most common is Canada, which combined adds up to 90% in total, according to AI. That's crazy. I didn't realize tornadoes were such a small problem all throughout the world. I had no idea. So 90% of tornadoes touch down in North America throughout the world. That's a crazy stat. Joe C. says there are 8 billion people in the world. Jacksonville, Florida is made up of 24 billion square feet. The world's population can fit there with room. Thumb Ugly says the authentic internet answers is your mom. Bentley says you should give the World Cup a shot. It's been great so far. We play, let's say, Australia on Friday. I just don't have the bandwidth to focus on, like, I've tried to watch soccer in the past. Like, I care more about hockey than I do soccer. And I'm slowly getting back into baseball these days. I just don't have the bandwidth to focus on something else with all the other shit that I pay attention to. Flamingo Key says, hail to 199 SAR, Jeremy. No highways in or out of Juneau. Boat or plane only, dude. Fuck. Well, how far can I drive? How far can I drive before I would have to get on a fucking plane to fly to Juneau? Because I really, like, it is one of my bucket list places to go, is Juneau, Alaska. Juneau is absolutely stunning. But how far can I drive and then do the quick plane flight in? That would be what I would want to know. That would be what I would do. You can swim there. I'm all for it. John Jones says, weather forecasting is a money laundering operation. MN Stars says, taking the family to Universal for the 4th to celebrate 250. Thinking about stopping at the beach for a few hours on the way down. Which would you recommend, Daytona or Cocoa Beach? I really like Cocoa Beach a lot. I haven't been to the beach at Daytona. Daytona is beautiful and it's awesome, but I really like Cocoa Beach a lot. So out of the two, I would recommend Cocoa Beach mainly because I've been to Cocoa Beach, to the beach. I've never been to the beach at Daytona. So, but Cocoa Beach is a really cool spot. I like it a lot. You'll have fun. Godzilla's Grease says, I think Darth has Palin mixed up with Bayonetta. Eradicator says, Sarah Palin is Timu APL. Cole Heller says, I would have Palin hard. I'm black. What can I say? Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't. Okay. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Darth Manic says, she was cougar level. That's why you're a fig. We don't need to hear a woman speak. If it's better if we don't. Again, I'm not saying I would kick her out. I'm just saying she wasn't APL level. Okay. That's it. Classic Stain Lover says, enter Sandman VT. Buck Sexton says, the left injected politics into kindergarten. Vault 199 says, the left are who brainwashed Europe to hate America. Danny Delete says, why do the Dems keep copying religious activities? Because this gives off bad church vibes, including the lyrics being seen on screen. DJ says, I'm just amazed that Bette Midler is still alive. I thought she died like 5 years ago. That's a reference to the video that Dougie B put a stop to bravely and stunningly. Darth Manic says, for as long as I've been watching Cobra Cast, that was the first Star Wars video used as a meme to my memory more. Insecure Filmer says, everyone thought Asma's rainbow shirt was bad. Should see how bad the one he is wearing today. Ultra gay. Is it that bad? Grannis Potato says, you were supposed to destroy the grifters, not join them. Jeffrey Andrews says, just keep Mom Donnie out of Florida. AJ says, Kentucky is like that. The North is Yankees. South is like Tennessee and Bama. East is Mountain Hillbillies like West Virginia and Virginia. The West is St. Louis. Deathu says, fuck soccer. And you see, EEOU trash. Eastern European, is that what you mean? Still Legs says, can we give Can Man channel shout out? He is a good friend. Said Jeremy is great. Can Man has never said I'm great ever. I've never heard that. But Can Man can always drop a link to his channel in the chat. He knows that. Mod Eric says, Cocoa Beach, you get that great hot chocolate. Darth Manic says, to the Palin lovers in the chat. He's fighting for that one, man. He's fighting for it. Lag says, derogatory tax. However, Portnoy said that shit. Beastie Man says, holy crap tax. Lunar says, last night my Carolina Hurricanes beat the Vegas Knights 3-0 to win the Stanley Cup. And as far as I've heard, Raleigh isn't burning after the win. Shocking, isn't it? East Coast Hosted Boy says, it's almost like the whole point of being a criminal. Idiots forget bad people are bad and do what they want. Even children have more life experience and common sense than leftists. Gay Carpenter says, you can drive to St. Augustine Beach if you have or you can drive on St. Augustine Beach if you have a 4x4. I do. St. Augustine is awesome. Incoherent name for 20 says, I've been watching the World Cup in German. No idea what they're saying, but the female commentator has a great personality. I respect that. Grant's Potato says, you have to drive across America, then through Canada on the Alcan Highway. to either Fairbanks or Anchorage. Then you can take a flight to Juneau. You don't want to go there. It's a liberal hellhole. Juneau, Alaska is a liberal hellhole? That sucks. It's still beautiful. I want to go check it out. But we're going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. We may have another stream tonight because it's more I want to catch up on. But yeah, actually, before we leave, I do want to see if there's any update on that B-52. That I don't know if there's any updates to that, though. Let me see if I can find anything, if we have any more details on that. That was obviously super, super sad. Not seeing any updates just yet. So the latest we had was this one, but I'm seeing if there's any more. B-52, let me search it out really quick. So we got Fox News right here. Let's see. Thought they had something to say there. But it crashed shortly after takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base, triggering an emergency response. Emergency crews rushed to the scene as thick black smoke billowed from the wreckage scattered across the desert airfield. So that's a fire truck. You see, and it's probably, obviously, if it just happened after takeoff, it's full of fuel, which is going to make the situation even that much worse. Absolutely horrific to see, especially again, that's the fire truck right there. So that just shows you how big of a scene this is. And right after takeoff, full of fuel, absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Bill Herbst has been at work, haven't been able to watch live tax. Well, that's okay, Bill. We've been thinking about you. All right. Hail to you, brother. Hope work is going okay. Joe Biz says, get your 250 Duke at the P.O. box now, bro. Getting it today. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate that. Dark Manic says, if these supers are taxes, do we get a refund? Asking for Sarah Palin. Buck Sexton says, did you see the Russian bomber fall out of the sky? I did not see that one. I did not see that one. Did I say not see or not see? You'll never know. But with that said, we will probably do another live stream today, so keep your notifications on. Also, if you have not, please, I will be posting, and I know I haven't posted to Twitter much lately, but I will. I'll get back to it. But I'm trying to get the Facebook and the Instagram shit going, so we have that page right there that I've posted to a little bit. My first post was this one. Everybody having a good time? Now, some people may think, oh, that's photoshopped. No. Trump is just that much in shape, okay? This is a real picture. He's really in that good a shape. Don't be jealous. Just accept greatness for what it is, okay? This is peak male physical build, 6'3", 215 pounds. Okay. As Laughing Man just said, 6'3", 215. Now, you may wonder, how can you look like this? Well, that would be a strict McDonald's diet. And I don't think any of you are up to the task. So there you have it right there. But thank you all so much. Really do appreciate it. Be on the lookout for notifications. Thank you to people following on Kick and on Rumble. Thank you all so much. Have a great evening. We'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.